What were your thoughts of what Benson was able to give you tonight?
It was good. I mean, once he settled in after that first inning, it was good. And then he just, he got tired. We knew he was kind of at the end of it, but gotten that out. Because I look at the box score here, it kind of surprised me. He had 9 strikeouts, so it was, he did his job. You get it close to 6, give your team a chance to win. That's what you're trying to do as a starter. So that was a good job by him.
That call at first base was seemed like it was frustrating. Walk us through that.
I'm pretty I don't know. No, I don't usually get too excited but that one was kind of crazy to me. So I will leave it at that. I mean, I don't know. I thought he looked safe, or I thought he looked certainly safe in there. And there's 2 things on that. One, he beat it, and I'm pretty sure there's a rule that says you're not allowed to be in front of the base without possession of the baseball. So I would just I would offer the opportunity for that umpire to go back and look at both of those.
Do you think playing a close game like this, I mean, you've had quite a few one-sided games, but to have to work it through the latter innings, have Dabovich come out and get out of a bit of trouble and, score like that?
Well, the good part about David Greer and I getting kicked out, we got to converse up in the office. And that's exactly what we said. You said, this is this is a good thing that we're going to play this stuff, even making the error in the 9th to fight through the adversity. That stuff's going to happen in a regional, postseason play. So it was good to see our guys respond after that, and Dabovich come in and close the door. But yeah, I was proud. We didn't panic. I'd say a year or 2 ago we'd probably panic right there and let it snowball. But our guys are mature, and they closed that one out.
So were you just watching from up top?
Yeah, I just go sit in my office and answer emails.
Do you get a different perspective at all? Just kind of looking down on it like that, and does that help you at all? Maybe
I'll tell you a different perspective. I got to hold my grandbaby today, so that's a different perspective. So that's actually what I was thinking about. I was like, all's good. I got to hold my grandbaby today. So.
Do moments like that, specifically when a call might not go a team's way, how valuable is that to the development of a team? Because you mentioned the close game, but how valuable are those specific moments?
You got to fight through it, and again, they're out there. That they're getting paid. People, they're human. They make mistakes. People make mistakes, and I'm not saying he made a mistake. But we disagree with the call. It happens, and I like the way that our guys bounced back and found a way. I think the most impressive, talking about responding, was we had second, third, nobody, and then the strikeout and a really good play by them, and then Jump comes up with a big 2-out hit. I mean, after kind of a letdown of not getting that run in up to that point. So that's what we've been able to do, I think, in the last few handful of games, is just pick each other up after bad things happen or not getting the result that we want. We just keep plugging, and Jump got the big one for us. So I'm not going to make too big a deal out of the play at first. Whatever.
Lika seems to be starting to find outfield grass now in addition to hitting the ball hard. How nice is that to see?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, he's been hitting, as you said, he's been hitting the ball hard. He just hasn't had a lot to show for it. And if he starts getting on base, I just think that's going to make us that much better with Torkelson hitting behind him. And Trevor's been doing a good job of, protecting. But if Alika's on, and they obviously can't walk Torque at the rate they're walking him right now, so it's good to see he's getting some results. He's a good hitter. You're going to look at the box where the stats at the end of the year, and he's going to be, what he always is, which is a 300-plus hitter.
Do you think the error in the 9th, or just that runner being on first base, did that rattle Dabovich a little bit in there? It looked like he was trying to kind of regroup and get his composure back, which he did.
Back to the good conversation with David Greer in the office. He made a comment. He said, the old Dabo maybe, but not the new one. I mean, he's mature now. He regrouped, as you said, and then made some quality pitches after that. But that's just part of that growing up process, and believing in yourself, trusting in what JK is teaching and doing, and he was able to make some big pitches when he needed to, because I think he went 2-0, I think the next hitter, and was able to get right back in the count, made some big pitches after that.
You said before when Jump returns back to ASU, you would welcome him with open arms and how he could hit. And so obviously he could hit his freshman year, so now junior year. Is this kind of what you've been expecting and anticipating?
He's just a tough kid. He's a tough out. Dad, what's my room? He just has a great mindset, because he's going to fight you to the very end. And as you saw tonight, I think with 2 strikes, he ends up getting a big hit for us. And referencing before of leaving, I said before, people make decisions based on information at the time, and I don't fault him for leaving, but we sure did welcome him back, and glad he is back.
What does it say about Drew Swift that he doesn't collect a hit tonight, but he still picks up 2 RBIs and just he doesn't necessarily need to get a hit to be productive?
Totally. I mean, we were saying that initially. His at bat, he's got an awareness of what he's supposed to do in different situations, and it's not always about getting the hit. It's about lifting a fly ball when you need to, or moving the baseball when you need to. But he's a team player. He's a good player, and happy for him that he's having the success that he's having, because of he keeps doing what he's doing. It's certainly going to help us win a lot of baseball games.
Does his success give Gage Workman a little bit more time to kind of figure it out and get back on the horse a little bit? Just like, because if he wasn't hitting the way he is, there's more pressure a little bit for Gage to figure it out and hit well in the 4-hole.
Yeah, I mean, Gage is a good player. He's going to figure it out, and sometimes guys press a little bit, but he struck some balls hard the last few games, and hasn't had a lot to show for it. But I think the same thing at the end of the year. I think we're going to look at that stat sheet and see him being productive as he's always been.
What's your takeaway from a game like this?
I like just kind of the a tough travel day coming back from Fullerton. And this is the stuff where I go off on a little tangent here, but where people say athletes get so many advantages and whatever. Well, as opposed to a regular student, but most regular students aren't getting in at 4:45 a.m. and still doing papers and tests and all that stuff. And so for our guys to do that, I was a little worried about kind of that travel hangover a little bit, because we got in late, guys got in late, and I loved how we just kind of came out and we talked about it before the game. Just maintain that professional approach. I know we're a little bit tired right now or whatever, but everybody go out and do your job. So that's, for me, I thought we were a little, not emotionally flat, but I could sense that we were a little tired. And the fact that we went out there still and found a way to win, I love that.
That's good.